Delaware County's only live television newscast from Ball State University's Unified Media Newsroom. You're watching NewsLink Indiana Midday.
Welcome to NewsLink Indiana Midday. I'm Evan Schatz. At least 4 people are dead and several others were wounded outside after investigators say a 40-year-old gunman opened fire on the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints outside Flint, Michigan. The fire destroyed the church, and sources say up to 7 people are still unaccounted for. Michael Yoshida is in Grand Blanc with the latest on the tragedy and its aftermath.
They were shielding the children who were also present within the church, moving them to safety.
As horror and chaos erupted around them, worshipers at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Grand Blanc, Michigan dove into action to protect each other.
Hundreds of people just practicing their faith, just extreme courage, brave, and that's the type of community that we are.
Shortly after 10 a.m. Sunday, a gunman rammed his pickup truck into the front of the church, set it on fire, then shot at congregants before dying in a shootout with police. One witness described the deadly scene and the aftermath as filled with confusion and disbelief.
I didn't know what was going on, and I didn't know if we were going to have to get down because we couldn't see anybody to worship my Savior Jesus Christ, and I didn't expect this to happen, of course, and I've lost friends in there.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
And some of my little primary children that I teach on Sundays.
The building has been declared a total loss from the blaze, and investigators are combing through the rubble, looking for victims who could have been trapped in the fire. As those efforts continue, the FBI has taken over the investigation.
I can confirm at this time that the FBI is now leading the investigation and is investigating this as an act of targeted violence.
In Grand Blanc, Michigan, I'm Michael Yoshida.
Police say they arrested someone who shot and killed 2 people and hurt several others at a Texas casino. Zach Briggs reports.
It was a multi-agency effort to find and arrest Kieran Jones, who authorities say opened fire after midnight in the parking lot of Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino. The chaos resulted in the deaths of 2 people and several injured who were taken to hospitals in Eagle Pass and San Antonio. DPS troopers and Wilson County Sheriff's deputies pursued Jones near Stockdale, where a brief pursuit ended with a successful pit maneuver and tasers being deployed. Jones was then taken into custody. Eagle Pass Mayor Aaron Valdez took to Facebook, paying tribute to one of the victims he identified as Marcus Mark Antley, a beloved member of the community who was a retired U.S. Customs and Border Protection agent. We're still working to learn the name of the other person who died.
I understand there's 2 deceased, and hopefully prayers for the ones that are wounded. Hopefully they can recover fast.
Lawmakers have until late Tuesday to pass a spending bill or face a government shutdown. Multiple sources have told CNN that the top 4 congressional leaders will meet with President Donald Trump at the White House today in an apparent effort to work out a deal. Many Democrats are refusing to back down unless lawmakers extend Affordable Care Act subsidies that lower the cost of health insurance for millions of Americans. Although Republicans control Capitol Hill and the White House, they need at least 7 Democrats in the Senate to join them to pass a spending package under the chamber's rules. The U.S. Department of Education is preparing for a possible government shutdown. Sunday, Education Department officials announced its contingency plan if lawmakers fail to pass a spending bill by late Tuesday. It says nearly 1,500 of its 1,700 employees would be furloughed. That includes most staff at the Office of Federal Student Aid. Some essential employees would stay on to keep loans and grants moving. The agency, however, would stop issuing new grants and reviewing civil rights complaints. If the shutdown lasts longer than a week, the department says it would have to bring back some workers to work on a partial or rotating basis. And now let's take a look at today's NewsLink Indiana weather. These are the conditions right now. It is 80 degrees under sunny skies. Expect lots of sunshine today with a warm high getting close to 90. Things will not cool down in the 7-day forecast. High temperatures will stay in the 80s pretty much all week, and there are almost no chances of rain. So enjoy that sunshine while you can. Since its beginning, the Soup Crawl has benefited Second Harvest Food Bank and has made more than 467,000 meals for those in need. One way the Soup Crawl is gathering donations is through bowls, soup bowls to be specific. NewsLink Indiana's Abby Urban went downtown to learn about the soul behind these bowls.
Artists from Muncie, Delaware County, and surrounding counties are coming together not just for the love of art, but for soup. I spoke with one local business to see how they are using clay to mold the community.
Just not only does it build the community itself, but I think that it allows people to see kind of their impact immediately.
Made in Muncie Pottery is partnering with Second Harvest Food Bank in this year's Soup Crawl. All the bowls involved in the crawl are all donated and handmade. The proceeds from the tickets and the bowls go back to the food bank, and that's really what it's all about.
I think there's a sustainability thing too, where you get to reuse this thing over and over again, and it's not disposable. So
already, Made in Muncie has made 100 bowls. Along with other local artists, Made in Muncie has made over 300 bowls in total. Although there is no monetary gain through donating, Scott feels the benefits just as much.
There's something really eloquent about hand-thrown things. I think any craft of that nature is something that we need today. For me, you know, again, after COVID, Muncie kind of came back and made sure that I stayed in business. So me being able to give back in any way is super important to me.
This event is not only an opportunity to give back to the community, but a way to teach people that although these are made for soup, they are also made for the soul. In Muncie, Abby Urban, NewsLink, Indiana.
The Muncie Arts Walk and Soup Crawl will be on October 2nd. To get your hands on one of these handmade creations, you can either purchase a ticket online or visit the store during the Soup Crawl. And that's your NewsLink webcast for today. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to join us tonight at 6:57 on Ball State PBS. And for news anytime, anywhere, go to cardinalmediabsu.com.